gonna be honest with you guys. I have been sitting on this video in my heart for a few weeks. I want to do this with the utmost respect and love because it's so beyond deserved. So I want to talk about Black women and my love for the Black community and especially the Black women. They have always been a part of my life, and they have always helped me grow as a person and accepted me, and just, I love you all so much. I wanted to tell my story just because you all mean literally the whole world to me. I am not joking. I'm not saying this lightly when I say Black women are a gift from God. You are angels on this earth, and we are all so lucky and so fortunate to be a part of this world with you all in it. Since I was a little kid, I've always had a Black woman or Black women advising me, guiding me, protecting me. It started when I was younger. My sister was dating her baby's father, who they're no longer together, but that's a whole nother story. And his mom, Miss Leslie, she scooped me up and took me as one of her own from the get-go. So my sister's baby's father, my niece and nephew's dad, is a Black man who is so wonderful, such a great father. My sister is, and still is, she was and still is, never ready for for a real relationship, and especially that level of relationship. Miss Leslie always protected me. She always had me come over. She always made sure that I was fed with food and with love and with spirituality. She would take me shopping with her. She would take me to church with her. We would just laugh and watch TV together. I helped raise my nieces and my niece and nephew, nieces now, but my niece and nephew, which are her two grandkids, since birth. And she's still a part of our life. She is definitely older now. Her husband recently passed, so we definitely, me and my dad, stay close to her. My dad more so, but I check in with them to make sure that they're good from time to time. We live further away from each other. And from that point, I mean, she's always been a part of my life. But then, moving into school, I had a couple of Black women who were teachers, and they were some of the best, hands down, because they helped me survive school, truthfully. I was bullied a lot. I was so different. I was so feminine. I was so gay. And the kids couldn't take it, but they never made me feel less than. They loved me. They taught me that it's okay and to be loving to myself and be proud of myself. Flash forward to when I got my first job at the grocery store. I had that job for 5-6 years. I met some of the most incredible people. Two of them in particular stand out to me. My good friend at the time, Charity, she was a few years younger than me. She was so bubbly, so loving, and so spiritual. Like, she helped me connect deeper spiritually than I had lost my path with God for a while. And she helped me stay on it for a point in time. But most importantly, she was so kind to me. And we loved each other. Every day when I would see her at work, I would always give her a big hug, and I'd be like, "How are you doing today, Charity?" She always wore like bright colors, had the biggest smiles. She was just so fabulous and so wonderful. And she always made me feel so loved and accepted. Religion or not, like, she didn't think less of me because I'm gay. Or, as some Christian Catholic people like to look at gay people as sinners, like, we'll love the person but hate the sin or whatever. She never did that with me. And then there was another employee. When I became the assistant manager of the customer service department, she was one of my employees. Miss Tammy. Oh, I love Miss Tammy so much. She was a little bit older. She was so outspoken. She was so strong. She knew who she was. And she did not let anybody tell her different, did not let anyone look at her wrong, speak to her incorrectly. I learned more about loving myself from her. She always accepted me. And out of all the employees, she got along with me. We were like this. Man, I love Miss Tammy so much. I was one of the few people that was able to break that wall down with her and get to know her for the loving person she is, that she kept the wall up while she was at work. I learned so much from her. And it was at a time when I didn't love myself. And she would always tell me, like, "You're a good person. You need to have a little bit more grace with yourself and for yourself." Other employees and upper management, they didn't love Miss Tammy because, again, she was outspoken. She was strong. And when I tell you, at the time, her and Charity were pretty much the only two black people working at the store, amidst a whole lot of other white people. And this was the early 2000s, and this was in backwoods Highlands, Texas. Girl, so you already know, like, she knew who she was, and she did not tolerate them. But guess what? They never could say anything to her because the customers loved her and the other employees respected her. They did. Now, cut to my job here at Mattress Firm. There's one woman in particular. Her name is Kentanya, who I just love and adore with my whole heart. So, I met her originally when James started working here. They became so close. She became, when he was a store manager, his assistant manager. She was nothing but love and light from the get, just a sparkling bundle of energy and faith and joy. And when I started working at Mattress Firm, she came back to work, and me and her were in the same store, which is so crazy because it was her and James's store originally. And when I tell y'all, me and her used to kiki and just cackle and listen to music. She truthfully taught me what it means to walk by faith, never by sight. I can't tell you how many days we would be sitting there at work and customers would come in and we would have gospel sessions. Kentanya would take us to church. All of us, we would hug it out, be in tears. When I had my major health relapse in October of 2022, Kentanya was the one calling and texting me and checking up on me. She invited us out one day when I was feeling well enough to get out of bed, because I was bedbound for a while. We met her at a restaurant, and she brought me gifts and a card from my team at work. And I still have the card. We just found it the other day cleaning out the room, and I've got it sitting up on the desk. And I cried reading it. Because only she thinks like that. I love Kentanya so much. There was a point in time where her and James had a falling out because they're both very strong people, and I remember there was a lot of tension and things were awkward, but we were still teammates at the store. And so it was weird because I'm on my husband's side. So me and her kind of took a step back from each other. But she came in one day and she told us, emotionally, I'm not good right now. My best friend just passed away and I feel like I'm losing it. And she was fighting back, crying. And I just immediately jumped up and hugged her, and I was like, I'm here. I love you no matter what. I love you so much, and my heart is broken. And she hugged me back and said, thank you. And she said, I know things have been really weird between me, you, and James lately, but this meant everything to me. And we cried together. And then there was one other employee that I got to know because of James. Her name is Kenya. She's wild. She's crazy. I love her to death. She has been our ride or die for years. When I tell you the people I meet at this job, I'm so thankful for it. We keep in touch. She has been going through it the past year or so, but she has come out on the other side strong, victorious. Baby, she changed her life around. She got sober. She lost weight. She looks good. She's taking care of herself. I'm proud of her. Good Lord. She makes me want to be better. And she calls us, and damn it, she's crazy, and she always has us rolling on the floor laughing. Now, as I'm getting older, I have so many wonderful friends, so many people I look up to politically, because that's really where my life is right now. And we have so many strong, respectable black women who are fighting the fight and trying to change the world as they do and as only they can. And I love them so much, and I get upset because people don't show them the same respect that and the same love. People always look to the black woman to fix everything and to nurture, but they never want to give her the respect and the support. And I'm like, in politics, like, let's take Jasmine Crockett for example. Here in the state of Texas, they are still expecting her to endorse and uplift and make James Tallarico everyone's go-to boy that they vote for, but nobody wanted to stand behind her except for the black community and people like me and my husband and Will. They said she's unelectable because she's loud. She's unelectable because she speaks up. They say this all the time about black women, and I hate that they paint these false narratives because that's not the case. She's electable if you would have voted for her. She's not loud and crass and outspoken to be like problematic or to be a bully. Like, that's another narrative that gets painted, the angry black woman, and I hate it so much. She knows who she is, and that's a powerful thing that few people get to that point in their life. It gives you so much power when you finally understand who you are and how much strength you actually possess. It makes you unstoppable. And black women know who they are. Even here on YouTube, one of my best friends and followers, and truthfully, when I say best friend, she has been with me since pretty much the beginning of my channel, and she always reaches out to me, checks on me, uplifts me, leaves me the most amazing comments. My friend Danny, and I know you're gonna see this video. Danny, I love you so much. You have changed my life in ways you will never understand, and I'll never be able to thank you enough. But just know, when I say I love you, how much I truly mean. I love you so much. I have so many black women here on YouTube that have uplifted me, that have told me in videos when I've been talking and I've said things like, you know, my being gay doesn't matter, like that's not the point of the topic, blah, blah, and they're like, it does matter. You matter. You need to love yourself. You need to know that that makes you strong. They're always here by my side, and I am by y'all's side every day, and I am standing up every day, and I will fight for y'all till my last breath. To y'all, to the black community, I love you all so much, and this video is one of what could be infinite amounts of videos of me expressing my love and gratitude to you. Thank you so much for shaping me and making me the person I am and helping me to love myself when I didn't. You are a gift from God. You are angels. And I will never, ever, ever be able to thank you enough. And I love you so much. And this video is for you. Just know how much you are appreciated and adored. And this world would be a much more sad place without you all. It would be so much worse off. And I'm here by your side, and I love you.